The Trademark Public Advisory Committee is an important set of members and meetings at the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office that very few really know about or pay attention to, in my experience. And I know this because I used to go to their meetings in person when they were held in person at the USPTO headquarters in Alexandria, Virginia. Since COVID-19, they've all been online, the meetings, which is nice because anyone can attend them easily. But I know from going to those in-person meetings that only a handful of members of the public were attending. And even when they were streamed online, a few dozen people at most were watching or paying attention. The Trademark Public Advisory Committee is a public committee that the USPTO commissioned, helps advise it and give it feedback about important issues. And there's also a Patent Public Advisory Committee. And the members of TPAC, as the committee is known as, are 9 members who serve for 3-year terms. And so every once in a while, there's a few members rotating off and new members rotating on. The committee meets every few months, 3 or 4 times a year, to get updates from the USPTO and give feedback and comments on important issues that relate to the public's interests, the user's interests in the world of trademarks at the Patent and Trademark Office. So I recommend that you might even want to check out some of these meetings because they review really important matters, such as what are the latest filing statistics, hiring information at the USPTO, sort of all the data in the world of trademarks and what the trends are. How many filings are coming in from abroad, how many are in the US, what the processing times are, which we know recently have been increasing and becoming quite long. But the meetings also cover policy issues and changes or upcoming discussions about policies. They tackle legislative issues. If there are bills on Capitol Hill that relate to trademarks and intellectual property, they touch on the budgets of the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office and how much revenue and expenses they have and what the forecasts are related on that. A topic that I'm always watching closely is the IT topics that they're talking about in terms of what upgrades users can expect to the online systems that we all use so frequently and that many of which are quite outdated, and the challenges that the USPTO has dealt with in terms of trying to upgrade and update and modernize those. And they include updates from the Trademark Trial and Appeal Board and similar, what are the recent activities there, what are the backlogs, how many cases have they decided recently, and all those kind of things, shared usually by the chief judge. And so it really is a great lens into the world of things of trademarks that users, trademark attorneys, but not just attorneys, can pay attention to and learn from and track what's been happening and what's going to happen in the world of trademarks that affects us. So if you've never watched a Trademark Public Advisory Committee meeting, I recommend you might want to check it out. Their next one is going to be on November 4th, 2022. You can find that information, of course, at the USPTO's website, uspto.gov. I would just do a search on there for TPAC, TPAC, and I'm sure you'll find the information.